Hi, my name is Tony Kovatch, and I'm the artist in residence here at Liberty Bellows in Philadelphia. I want to welcome you back to our series of instructional videos for the piano accordion. In our last lesson, we learned how to play and spell a half-diminished seventh chord on both the treble and bass side of the instrument. Today, we will add two new chords to our vocabulary, the major seventh and major ninth chords, and we will use them to play the original French Musette-inspired tune, Speedboat Musette. First, let's review the seventh chords that we've learned thus far. A dominant seventh chord is a major triad with a minor third on top. A minor seventh chord is a minor triad with a minor third on top. A diminished seventh chord is a diminished triad with a minor third on top. And then a half-diminished seventh chord is a diminished triad with a major third on top, which is 4 half steps. Our new chord of the day, the major seventh chord, is a major triad with a major third on top, meaning 4 half steps. So let's count up 4 half steps from G. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice the distinctive dreamy character of the major seventh chord. Just like in previous lessons, we don't have a designated button for the major seventh chord, so we'll have to combine buttons from different rows to custom make the chord that we need. Let's break the chord apart to see which notes we need. Our song of the day uses a D major seventh chord, which is D, F sharp, A, and C sharp. Since D will be played by a bass button, we are left with F sharp, A, and C, an F sharp minor chord. But when we go to apply this in the left hand, we discover that there is no easy way to play this chord because there is such a large reach between our D and F sharp minor button. Instead, we can do a chord substitution. A chord substitution is when you switch to a different chord that has a similar sound or quality to the original chord. Let's substitute a major 9 chord for the major 7th chord. The major 9 chord contains many of the same notes and has a very similar character. So what exactly is a 9 chord? A 9 chord is a chord that adds the 9th scale degree to the triad. Today we're in D major, so let's review our scale. We're going to walk from D to D with an F sharp and a C sharp. So let's count up 9 notes in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice 8 is our D octave, and that means that 9 is going to be 1 note above the octave, E. Notice that the 9th, E, down an octave is the same as the 2nd scale degree, E. A 9 chord is assumed to also contain the 7th scale degree. Because we're playing a major 9th today, the 7 is going to be a major 7th. So our major 9th chord is D, F sharp, A, C sharp, and E. We can assume that a bass button will play the D, so we're left with F sharp, A, C sharp, and E. If we play our D bass button and D major chord, we've covered the notes D, F sharp, and A. But we still need to find a C sharp and an E. To do that, we can use the A major chord button, which is right next door in the A row. That chord button plays A, C sharp, and E. So combined we have D, F sharp, A, C sharp, and E. Notice today for the first time we're playing 2 chord buttons at the same time. This is an advanced technique called chord combining. Let's try playing this pattern as a waltz. Another major 9 chord that we're going to play is a G major 9, so we're simply going to move our shape down to the G row. Let's play those back and forth, 2 measures each. All of this should come in handy in our song of the day, Speedboat Musette. So a common feature throughout the song is this mordant figure where you start on C sharp, and you're going to play C sharp and then D and C sharp very fast, just like this. And then you go down to B with your 2nd finger. After you get to the C sharp, you're going to shift your thumb up to D. The whole phrase looks like this. The next phrase starts with the same figure. After the F sharp, you're going to do a special move where you slide your 3rd finger off the F and play the G. And then you're going to play trills all the way down to a B, just like this. So that section starts with your 3rd finger on G, then you shift your 3rd finger down to D. So far, the first 2 phrases sound like this. The third phrase sounds just like the first phrase, but has a much simpler beginning. Notice I start by playing the C sharp 3 times in a row. And then we're going to play a little transition figure. That's E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E. Here's the really fun part. We're going to play an arpeggio figure that goes from F sharp minor to B7 to E minor to A7. So first the F sharp minor, we're going to play triplets. That's 3 notes on each beat, just like this. F sharp, C sharp, A. Then we're going to switch one finger up to D sharp, and we're going to play triplets on a B7 arpeggio. F sharp, D sharp, A. And then we're going to walk down, starting with our third finger on E. We're going to play E, F sharp, E, D. And then shift our third finger down to C sharp. And then finish out the phrase like this. Again, that's. So the whole arpeggio phrase sounds like this. Here's everything we have so far. The second half of the A section uses a lot of the same material. It's going to sound just like the first phrase of the song, but with a much flashier ending. So when you get up to this F sharp, you're going to slide onto the G, and you're going to play trills all the way down to B. Here it is again. The next phrase is going to start in the same way, except that when you get to the E, you're going to shift your second finger all the way up to the B. And then the third phrase is identical to the third phrase from the first section. Then you're going to play an E minor arpeggio with your thumb on E. Then we're going to highlight an F sharp minor chord while descending. That puts you in a good position to finish the song. The entire second section sounds like this. And now our main focus of the day, the left hand. We're going to start by playing that pattern from our warm-up. That's 2 measures of D major 9 and 2 measures of G major 9. That pattern right there is actually about 90% of the chord progression. We're going to do that 3 times in a row. And here starts a really nifty sequence. We're going to start on F sharp minor, which is 2 rows above E. And then we're going to walk, descending by a fifth at a time, row by row, all the way down to A7. That's going to be F sharp minor, B7, E minor, A7. And that's going to lead us back to D. Composers like to use this sequence as a way to move back to the tonic. And then in the second section, we're going to play that same pattern, D major 9, G major 9, 3 times in a row. Then we're going to play that same descending fifth sequence, F sharp minor, B7, E minor, A7, back to D. Let's put it all together. If you would like to learn the other sections of the song, check out my book, Original Musette Waltzes Plus, which is sold at Liberty Bellows or on their eBay page. Stay tuned for our next lesson, where we will learn how to play dominant ninth chords. Thanks for watching.